Hey everyone, I have the Ice River KS0 Ultra that just came in, and this is the third iteration of the KS0. This one does 400 gigahash at 100 watts, and I'm excited because Kaspa has been about 15% increase over the month, so I decided to buy the KS Ultra to definitely start mining Kaspa, and we're gonna open up and see it right now. And what's nice is Ice River, they really make sure to pack it really good. If you open it up, this is the whole ASIC, and this whole thing is actually a heat sink. This spot is empty if you wanted to buy the power adapter, but I already have one because I bought the 230 watt, since I will eventually decide to overclock this. But let's open this up, and this thing's really stuck in here, so give me a moment to open it up here. Okay, so we got the KS0 Ultra. If you want to do overclocking, the little holes here, I don't know if you can see it, that's where the heat comes out, and there's 4 screws here to put a 120 millimeter fan to help air blow out. And if we look onto the one side, this is where you put in the barrel connector. I think it's a 5.5 millimeter, I could be wrong. And this is the other side where you just do the Ethernet, light indicators, the power button, reset, and USB. So I am gonna plug it in right now just to see what you guys, if it powers on. But just on the back here, there's these little fans here that help suck in air to blow it out as well. And this thing gets really hot, about, I believe, like 110, 120, so I'll be very careful. And they do have a warning label too to not touch it. But essentially, just grab your power adapter and you would plug it in, and this is the warranty sticker here. If it focuses, you plug it in, and you got the light, and if you can see in there, you'll see blue lights as well. And we will get this set up where I can get it configured on the app web GUI to show you to set the pole and everything. Okay, we are back at the workstation. I just did an IP scan for the IP address assigned to my KS0 Ultra. I just got it powered on and plugged in the Ethernet port. And what you want to do next is, after you find your IP address and you put it in the web address bar, you'll be greeted with the Ice River login. And for those who don't know, the default is admin, and the default password is 1234567 Once you do that, you can log in here, and this is the web GUI. And so right now, if you just saw that window pop up, it's offline because I need to configure the mining pool and the wallet address so it mines to my wallet. And what you do is go into mine setting here on the left, and these are your options that are already filled in here. But we want to do is to go to, for example, mining pool stats right here, .stream, and this is a Kaspa miner, so we want to click Kaspa, and these are the various pulls that you can do for Kaspa. What I'm gonna do is not be centralized. You want to be decentralized, so I don't want to pick the top one, so I will pick, for example, kaspapool.org here, and for this one example you can do start mining, and then I already have my wallet address copied, so this is what yours should be looking like around here. It would be have Kaspa, semicolon, and then the wallet address. For this one I'm going to put KS0 Ultra. You select your location. I'm in North America, and if you don't know, there's two modes to pull from. There is the pool sharing, which you will be help mining with others in this pool to do the algorithm, or you would do solo, and this is when you are mining by yourself, and if you ever get to find a hash or find a block, then you will get rewarded. So just bear in mind, solo, you won't be earning anything until you hit a block. Okay, so these are the various options. I'm just going to do this first one because it's US. So if we go back, copy this, put it in the pool address, looks similar, and you want to make sure there's nothing spaces at the beginning or end here. See, like this, there was a little space here, so make sure you make sure, otherwise it won't work. And let me put in my address again, since I override to copy the pool address. And okay, then I don't want these extra ones, so I'm gonna delete them, just remove them all. I find that it might jump around the different pools, so it's just better to go one pool. And then hardware configuration is how much you want the fan to do. I believe 0 means it's automatic, but if you're gonna do like overclocking or anything, then it's best to have it always running, because these things do run hot, and you don't want the chips inside, especially the MOSFETs, to be really hot. So I'm going to set this to 100, and you will click save for the pool configuration. If you're doing the fan speed, click save, and then you will want to restart, and it says confirm restart the mining machine, so we'll click OK. Operation succeeded, so we'll wait for that to restart, and while it's restarting we can go through the profitability of the KS0. One website I use is mindtheasic.com. This is all the ASICs that are available to list that show the profitability and the amounts. And the top dog right now, if you were to get your hands on the KS50 Pro or the KS5M, then they are quite steep in price, and then they earn about profitability 50 it shows you on the side here. But if we search ours, KS0 the Ultra, it's like I said, it's running at 400 gigahash, 100 watts. It's going to earn about 6 Kaspa per day, and if you look at the profits right now, it's about 0.86 cents per day, and it will have a payback approximately 9.6 months. If this kind of deteriorates, you kind of think of how much Kaspa has gone up in price and value over the months. I can do a real quick coin stats here. stats for Kaspa. If we, looks like it took a deep dive here for some reason, but if we were to zoom out and keep zooming out here, it looks like it's been slowly going up and up. And if you were, to got in around here when it was barely 3 cents, 4 cents, I'm pretty sure you have a smile on your face on how much it's been going. So the projection, and this is just rumor, not financial advice or speculation, it's, if you think about this, if Kaspa does go to $1, that means you are practically earning Kaspa $1 per day, and that will look much better than what it is now, which is 0.86, or it goes any higher, then this will definitely be different. And since we're on the topic of this, if this is a good buy or not, it's really up to you if you want to expand your crypto portfolio. I know that Kaspa team has done a lot with their project and their future looks good, so that's why I decided to purchase one. And just a little backstory, I did purchase a KS0 Pro back in the day. Fortunately, I decided to FAFO and overclocked it too much, and it messed it up. And so that kind of goes into the next segment, that so far, if you were to go on Telegram for T-Swift, he have overclocks for the Ultra where you can reach up to, I believe, 600-700 gigahash with this unit, and it is free, but there's a lot of disclaimers. And I heard, watching, I don't know if anyone knows, there's one of the popular crypto miners, Hobbyist Miner. He did a live stream yesterday unboxing his KS0 Ultra, and he tried to do the T-Swift overclocks on this. And what happened was, when he installed the firmware, it actually bricked. So I'm not sure what exactly happened. So just FYI, SOS, that just be careful, because this is an investment, and it'd be pretty sad to brick your hardware. And I know it's not fully bricked, I've heard, because T-Swift did mention in that there are people that if you pay them, they can remote into the KS0 Ultra and get it back up and running. So just disclaimer there. But yeah, this is the profitability that's showing how much we'll earn. So if you do decide to buy one, just keep in mind that if you just happen to search Ice River as a Google search, there are a lot of bad actors here that will show, that can scam you and thinking that they're the real, Ice River distribution. So what you want to do is, double check, or, find the trusted retail sellers, because the only true Ice River is iceriver.io. Don't trust this, Ice River company, iceriver.eu, icerivers.io. All these are not the legit source of people, and they can potentially scam you. So just be aware, be careful of of your money, since it's a big purchase. And there are a lot of third-party sellers that are trusted within the crypto community. I know a lot of the popular YouTubers of crypto mining, they have a whole list of trusted sellers, so I can provide that in the detail below. And yeah, just be careful where you're purchasing these things, because you'll be really upset that you got money got to waste. So let's jump back to the GUI to see if it did populate here. So let's jump back over there. Let's refresh this thing. Still says it's offline. I wonder why. Let me troubleshoot this to see what is the reason why it is not working. Okay, we are going to try to do some live troubleshooting here because right now the Ice River KS0 Ultra is being a bit odd because it does show the message here after we did configure the mining pool and the wallet. It did show machine is offline, and I made sure to make sure that the Ethernet is all plugged in and it is blinking and everything seems to be good, so it's being a bit odd here. And my guess is something might be odd because if I click IP settings, it's kind of blank here, and then on the bottom here it doesn't show like IP, MAC, or version. So I think that might be an issue because I checked the pool here. If I log in with my Kaspa wallet and I click search, it does show my KS0 Ultra and it's currently mining, and so it seems to be mining, but something's wrong with the Ultra. And there is another tool that we can use by T-Swift. He has developed a monitor tool to keep track of the temperatures and other details. If you go to his group chat, which is Swift Mining, or T-Swift himself, he has the download link for the Ice River monitor. So I did download that. If you open it up here, and it's right here, I unzipped it. It's Ice River monitor. If you click on it, this is the little monitor software that we're gonna be used. So if you put in the IP address above, which is mine, I believe it's 96, right? Oh no, 98. Okay, 98. Miner type, mine is the KS0 Ultra. Just make sure you do that, otherwise it won't read correctly. And then you keep the port the same and you click read. Okay, so like I said, it is mining because it does show a hash rate. It does have the temperatures are a bit hot, and it has accepted shares to the mining pool address. So I think what I'm gonna do is go to iceriver.io and download the latest firmware from them. Make sure it's IO and no other website, because you never know what firmware can be any malicious or malware on your device. You don't want that. So you click download, it's this one, and then you unzip it. So we will jump back into Ice River, and what you want to do is go to firmware upgrade. You will select your firmware. So once you download it and unzip your file, you navigate to where you unzipped it, and you click select file. A menu would pop up and you just navigate to the firmware. And when you download, make sure you're downloading the right firmware, and this in this case was the KS0 Ultra. Make sure you're not downloading any of the other ones because you can potentially brick it, Ice River says, so be careful on that. And once you do, select the file, you click update, and it's going to do its thing to update. Okay, the first time I tried to upgrade the firmware, I had the window pop up said failed. So what I had to do was go to my KS0 Ultra and press and hold the power button, as you can see here, and it was about for 30 seconds where it would have to light red flashing, and then it would reset. And once it was booted up, I did the same steps to select the same firmware, and this time it had operation succeeded. So let's see if the new updated firmware fixed the issue with the web UI here. And it says, do you want to confirm restarting the miner? So let's click OK. After the miner rebooted, it looks like we're finally having data, and it doesn't say miner is offline. It is saying abnormal hash rate because it just booted up, but what we need to do, since it just got factory reset, we need to change the pull address and the wallet address to ours. So we would again go into mine setting, change everything. You would click save and reboot the iServer KS0 Ultra, and then we shall see if it is mining with the data. Of course, I like to see the data. I mean, it was before, but I think something was wrong with the version that it was originally having, and this is the updated one, because I did see on their issues reported on the iServer.io that they were having web display issues on the KS0 Ultra, and this is the alternative that they give here if the firmware that you updated would not work. This is like the manual settings here. I will leave this in the details and we'll see if it's going here. Okay, the KS0 Ultra has been running for 31 minutes now, and as you can see, after it was able to boot up and everything, this is now showing normal, fan speed normal, everything normal, and surprisingly this one I'm actually getting above the 400 gigahash. At one time it shows here 430, and it dips based on how hot the chips get. And again, this is a KS0 Ultra, so it goes to the 400 gigahash using 100 watts, and the whole miner itself is a heat sink for it, so just be careful of touching it. And yeah, let me know if you guys are planning on getting one or thinking of getting one, or do you think it's just better to buy the coin instead? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. See you guys.